In other news, guys, Grace Berger was waived by the Minnesota Lynx. Also, Haley Jones was waived by the Atlanta Dream. These two are not surprises in my opinion. Here's the deal. Grace Berger never really got a shot with Indiana. She has potential, but there are players who like have potential and there's a chance that they can make some noise in the WNBA, but they just don't ultimately get that shot. She was with the Indiana Fever. She's not with them anymore. She got signed to the Minnesota Lynx. I thought there was a chance that she could make the roster, but she was going to have to ball out of control in preseason. Unfortunately for Grace Berger, she did not do that. I remember specifically watching the games against the Chicago Sky in preseason. I was like, okay, Grace, you have to do you gotta be more aggressive. You have to make some noise because otherwise you're about to get cut from this team. And ultimately for her, she ended up getting cut. I'm not surprised. This is not a shocker. I kind of expected it because of the way she played in preseason. She didn't do much of anything, right? She didn't do much of anything on the court, and it is what it is. In one game, she had 7 points. In another game, she didn't have any. And overall, she was a little bit too passive, and she needed to be more aggressive. She needed to be more aggressive on the court. Ultimately, she wasn't, and she got cut. So I'm not surprised. Yes, I really do like Grace Berger. I think she's there's some players who I just vibe with as players, and she's one of those players for me. I really like her. However, she didn't show up the way she needed to. She didn't, and she didn't impress anybody with her play in preseason, and so therefore you get cut because only 12 can make maximum can make a roster, right? You're not automatically offered a spot just by not doing much in preseason. So yeah, some players can do that, but other players cannot. Grace Berger was not one of those players. So while it's a bummer, while that sucks, while she was fantastic at Indiana, at the University of Indiana, with the Fever, she rode the bench. We were going to see what she could do with the Minnesota Lynx. Ultimately, she will not have that opportunity. She gets cut. Will she make another roster this year? Possibly. Because remember, guys, there's so many players going off to Eurobasket. There's a chance for her to possibly make a team. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see. But I wouldn't be shocked if we don't see Grace Berger again this year. I would not be shocked. Okay. Because Grace Berger is good, but she's not. Grace Berger is not someone that a lot of teams would be clamoring for. Oh, we need to get Grace Berger. She's good. She could be a pretty good role player, but I don't think she is likely to make another team this year. Maybe with the Eurobasket stuff, maybe, but yeah. Anyway, that's that. Next up, let's talk about Haley Jones. Haley Jones was also a player who was waived by her team as well. And Haley, honestly, guys, I was thinking, yeah, it's about time. It's about time. I think that the Haley Jones experiment at Atlanta has run its course, and it makes sense that she gets waived. Because here's the deal. In my opinion, she was never put in the right position at with the Atlanta Dream, in my opinion. I have said this before. I'm going to say it again. Haley Jones, she largely played a point guard position. That's because, yes, she did do that to some extent in college, but she's not a actual point guard. She played in the wrong position for basically 2 seasons in the WNBA. And I didn't think it worked. And in some ways, that kind of really hurt her overall development. So instead of developing into more of a 3 guard, she was playing a position that she was never going to really be successful in. And I thought, okay, the Atlanta Dream getting Carl Semesco, maybe he can work with her, maybe some stuff can happen and whatnot. And when I saw preseason, I was like, actually, no, I mean, Haley Jones didn't do anything that was impressive. She didn't. And so again, I wasn't surprised because she didn't play well in preseason. She didn't. And you got a new coach. You got a lot of other players in the door. You have Tahina Powpow, who is a rookie and was dominating the way she was. And so like I was like, well, yeah. When I saw it come through yesterday, I was like, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. I think that makes sense. I think Haley Jones has run her course at Atlanta, and she's out the door. Of course, there's a chance she may end up back in the W this year, possibly. Again, remember we do have the Eurobasket stuff happening, so like maybe there's a chance. But really, I really do think that Haley Jones needs to just. I think she really does need to just get back to what she's really, really good at, and she can just be that sort of 3 guard who at times can run point, but like is not a point guard. So yeah, just she didn't have that fire in her. She was passive. She just it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. But yeah, that's the news. Haley Jones got waived. Yeah, not shocked, but again, I think somebody said that she closed on a house or something like that, and so that's a bummer if that's true. That's what happened recently, and now she gets waived, and now she has to figure out what her next job is or whatever. But yeah, it sucks, but that's how the cookie crumbles. That is how the cookie crumbles. We also saw some other players get waived as well. Amy Okonkwo and Madison Hayes was waived by the Connecticut Sun. Joyner Holmes was waived by the Dallas Wings. Ashton Prechtel, Zay Lauren, I think that was supposed to be Zay Green. Lauren Jensen and Khadijah Cave was waived by the Washington Mystics. So a lot of things. Anyway, that's the stream. That's what happened. A lot of players got waived. It is what it is. This is the time where literally I'm wearing a shirt that says anyone can get got. Yes, anybody can get got. Anybody can get waived for the most part. Especially all the role players can get waived. So, yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, guys, that's the news. Yes, there was some other news that happened as well, but I don't have time to cover that. Anyway, that's the story. Guys, what do y'all think? Let me know y'all thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more commentary and whatnot. So, anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, and I will see y'all in the next one. Yes, Ari McDonald, I did not talk about her. I will talk about her probably tomorrow. Yes. But yeah, there's not just her. There's some other players I didn't talk about as well. So I'll try to cover it tomorrow. Anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye.